This is the Illiyoon Ceramide ATO Concentrate Cream. And primarily, this is something that I use on my hands. If you're wondering what texture is like and whether or not it has a scent, I'm going to answer those questions for you right now. And I'm also going to let you know if it feels greasy, because for me, the thing that needs it on the most is my hands. My hands are very dry. I do a lot of yard work. I'm a professional house cleaner, and even though I wear gloves for everything as much as I can, my hands still get super dried out. So I'm going to show you how it looks, what the consistency is, and how it feels. And then we're going to find out if it leaves a greasy, I don't know, feeling or just anything behind on your hands that's going to rub off on other stuff. So I'm happy to say that it has no scent whatsoever, just right off the back, or right off the bat, I should say, back. Um, I personally do not use any scented products in my house. I cannot stand scented products. So this has actually no scent, not even a weird chemical smell. There's nothing. So bonus stars for that for sure. And then when it comes out, this is a really nice, thick cream. It feels kind of cold and it feels very heavy. And I think, maybe for comparison, I'm going to show you, this is what I have been using on my hands all this time is the CeraVe cream, which I pick up at a store that starts with cost and ends with co. So as a comparison, the CeraVe moisturizing cream is a little bit thinner. This is actually thicker in consistency, just slightly. So it is actually a very creamy cream, whereas the CeraVe, while it is thick, is more like a very thick lotion. That's how I would describe them. Let me rinse those off my hands really quick. All right, I've rinsed those off my hands and my hands are dry and now there's nothing on them. So I'm going to put some of this on my hands and rub it in really well. And it goes in really fast. My hands absorb it really, really quickly. And the backs of my hands especially, which are the driest parts of me, which is starting to get embarrassing, honestly. I'm getting old. I really like to rub it into my cuticles there and my nails, which are just really hurting for moisture right now. They look so dry, and I really hope this helps. It certainly feels like it's going to help. And what it's supposed to do, this particular cream, is create an actual barrier on your skin to seal in the moisture so that the air doesn't keep drying it out. And I could think of some other areas where this could be really useful, like knees, elbows, definitely on my feet. If you're the type of person that wants to take the time to put stuff on your feet after your shower, which I do periodically, I think it can really help a lot with my heels and in the summertime during sandal season with all of my feet. So that's it. I've already rubbed it all in. It's pretty well absorbed. There's a little bit residual moisture left, but I don't feel like there's much more I can do to rub it in. And I'm going to show you, it doesn't feel greasy, but it like you can feel that it's there because of the moisture barrier that it creates, which I think is different and distinct from being a greasy or oily residue that's left behind. And to show you what I mean by that, I'm going to take this tissue here and like kind of dab it all over my hands, and we'll see if it actually leaves anything behind. The answer is no. There is nothing on that tissue that indicates that any moisture, oil, or grease really came off of my hands onto the tissue. If there were, I think you'd be able to see some dark spots. So even though you might still feel like you feel something on your skin, it's not greasy or oily, and it doesn't leave anything behind on anything that you're going to touch. And I'm also confident, because I can tell just from these few seconds that I have been talking, that after a couple of minutes, it probably is fully absorbed and will feel a little bit more dry. So that feeling that I'm feeling is just moisture. the moisture that I didn't have before I put this on. So this is definitely going into my rotation for my hands. I'm probably going to switch to this for a while to see if I see some improvements over the CeraVe that I've been using. And I'm very, very hopeful that this is going to help my hands, especially if I really rub it in before I go to bed. I think this is going to help a little more than the stuff that I have been using up until now. So, especially because it's fragrance free, I'm super excited about it. I love that there's no scent at all. So, if you're looking for something like that, you've got a lot of dry spots and you want to just like seal that moisture in, this might be what you're looking for.